Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Neighbor here, and today we have something kind of important to talk about. It's not a video I wanted to make. It's a video I've actually been avoiding, but you know what? 2K has pissed me off, so I'm exposing the shit out of it. 2K is dead, or maybe rather, it's dying. Man, I'm dead. And, you know, who knows if it reaches 2K. But at least to the people that hear this, just put down below. What do you think? Am I wrong? Am I not? Like, do I have a reason to be upset here? I think there absolutely is. So, let me set the tone for you. It all starts with my team. That is the game mode I play most on NBA 2K23. Now, I've played my career, which I'll get into a little bit later. And if you've seen my videos, I spend no money. And sometimes when I get the chance, if I don't have schoolwork or if I'm not trying to play a different game, I set aside maybe an hour or two to just grind my no money spent account to put the videos up. But it takes me years to produce a video because I can't get into the actual game. I play a lot of Triple Threat Online, and I've probably tried to load into Triple Threat Online upwards of 200 times. About a third of those times, I haven't been able to load in, which when you think about is absolute bullshit. And I get it, they have server problems when the game usually comes out, whatever. But I mean, we're a good month or two in, and I'm still having these issues. I've been brushing it off because I do actually enjoy the gameplay. I think the whole greening to win system, I personally like it. I think there's a bit of a skill gap, and once you learn how to green, I mean, you're kind of a green machine. Pun intended. Here's what set me off the edge. Here's what threw me off the rails. I tried to load into a My Team Unlimited game, and I tried to load in 4 separate times. Every single time it didn't work. So the first time, and I'm going to show you guys the footage because I already knew some bullshit was about to happen. The first time I get the unlimited animation, which is what I'm calling it. I've seen other creators run into this same problem. This is something I usually expect when I load into a game, which is sad, by the way. That shouldn't be how it is. The second time, my controller doesn't function. I load into a game, everything looks great, but I can't press a single button on my controller except the big fat ass Xbox home button, which is like, what? Hello? I thought it was my controller, but then I realized I've had this thing for 4 months, and while I may be a rage-induced person when it comes to video games, I'm not slamming the shit out of my controller. Like, it's perfectly fine, and it should not be doing this. Feel free to correct me down in the comments below. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it's a 2K issue. So then the third try, I get the animation bug again, and then the fourth try, it's the same thing with the controller. And at this point, I'm just ready to posterize the shit out of 2K. We're 2 months into the game, and I still can't even load into play. Here are my other issues with the game while we're here. Notice when 2K actually has a sense of urgency, like the developers and Ronnie actually give a is whenever their MT and VC is being exploited. So when you get the double VC glitch, then they'll actually take the time to patch post hooking. But it's only when somebody figures out a fucking way to abuse the shit out of their currency. And please, can somebody tell me why? I'll give you 5 seconds to think. Because they're losing money. Also, if my point hasn't come across that this game is an absolute cash grab already, why do I get the pink diamond Cade Cunningham if I only buy the VC versions of the Evo cards? And yes, you could go grind the VC out on my career, but if you don't have hours on hours to spend a day grinding for the VC that they barely give you, you have to spend money. And that's the other thing. I mean, a My Career player takes probably around 200 to 300,000 VC to fully upgrade. I don't know. I think what I'm trying to get at is I really dislike how hard they're trying to push VC onto their customers this year. And if you're going to have the gall to do that, your product has to be good. Not being able to load into a game 4 times, I'm sorry, that's not good. That is not good at all, especially 2 months in. And that's where I think the disconnect comes in with 2K. And when I say 2K, I'm referring to Ronnie and the developers. I think they think, hey, we have new game modes. We have new features this year. We smacked a new label on it, right? It's a new 2K. Buy our VC. Nobody wants to buy your virtual currency in the game that is trash. I don't know how that doesn't make sense to them, but if they want us to buy things from them, they have to make the game better. It has to be a progressive system, and I'm not seeing that happen this year. I think they're being super lazy over there, and if you want to take anything away from this, they have potential in this 2K, but they just aren't acting on it. And if we want them to act, we as a community have to act. But I don't know what that looks like, so maybe that's a thing for another day. Also, I did have suggestions for like solutions they could try to make this game better. I think there's a couple interesting thoughts in there. So if you guys want to see anything like that, just hit the like button. It lets me know. If you guys have made it this far, thank you. Seriously, it does mean a lot. I got some Modern Warfare 2 content cooking, so I'm really excited for it. Search and Destroy with the fellas is always a great time. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say other than thank you for watching. Please don't be afraid to comment. I love discussing things, especially this game. I want to hear you guys' opinions. But throw them down below and I'll 100% reply. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Take it easy.